Okay, we're alive and on. Hey guys, Jeff, chairman of Together and Home at Last, Inc.org. You can choose. Don't put them together. Silly. And I'm working on my camera skills because the dot is really tiny right there. So here's my thing. As of late, I've figured out that part of the mistake we're making, not only as an organization, but kind of as a country, is that we want it all to be right. We want it all to be perfect. And perfect is challenging at best. And the main reason you can't get it done is because you won't put up, you end up shutting up. So I'm going to show you how easy this is. Right now, there's a campaign out there about Make America Great Again. We're not even going to talk about who's talking about such said thing because, well, it's pointless. What we need to have out as a hashtag is hashtag we got this. Right? Get your bobble on. Right? When you say it, we got this. Oh yeah. I mean, little head nod. We got this. Yeah. That's where we need to be. Not because of any other reason than we do. On a daily basis, you whine about welfare, you whine about the homeless, you whine about poverty. You go help 17 other countries and you don't help yours. Why? It's somebody else's trouble. Technically that's true because the one in trouble is someone else. Don't you love the irony of that moment right there? It's someone else's trouble. Yes, it is. But it doesn't have to be. And before you think this is a sales pitch to get into your wallet, your panties, or your purse, yep, covered all three. What I want you to do is actually find somebody out there that supports your vision. And don't look at the candidates. Don't look at Congress, Senate, President. Oh, leave them alone. Because on the other hand, you've been complaining that the federal government's all up in my shit. Yeah, I needed one realistic word because I hate bleh. Oh, man, why can't the federal government leave me alone? Oh, I got Second Amendment rights. Oh, I got rights this, rights that, right. You know how you enforce your rights? Use them. You have the right to choose. You live in the freest country in the world, and your only downside is you. There's your truth, simple truth of the day. Oh, I sure wish I could make a difference. You can. Oh, I sure wish someone would come along and help. You can do that yourself. No one's saying you have to give up your life savings or turn to a life of poverty or, oh, let God guide my heart. God did guide your heart if you got this far in the video. Really? You need a lightning bolt? Seems kind of counterproductive. So it's hashtag we got this. Really, we do. Find someone to support, some agency, some nonprofit organization, and it doesn't have to be ours. Although you can find us at togetherathomeatlast.org. Our intention is to end. Alright, one, I want to end neighborhood noise, but I doubt I'll ever get away with it. So I'm going to take something simpler like ending family homelessness. It doesn't have to happen. We need someone to stand vanguard against it happening. Most families that end up homeless, be it one, okay, it can't be one. Family one is, well, anyway. So there's a mom and a kid, a dad and a kid, and then just let it grow from there. Then there's a mom, dad, and a kid. And it goes on and on and on and on. Most of these people are homeless because there was no one to step up and go, hey, you need some help. I do not, I'll be fine. All right, you bootstrapper, here's the truth. You lost your job, you can't pay your mortgage, and you need help. Oh, here's my other person favorite. I don't need help. Would that be your house floating down the river there from the flood? You don't need help like some rope to drag it back or anything like that. You've got this, right? Yeah, apparently you don't got this because your house just went that way. Oh, look, there's a tornado landing on it. Oh, look, here comes a hurricane. You know what, guys? At a certain point, Pride is stupidity. Oh, by the way, that doesn't just go for those who need help. That goes for those who can offer help, but are too proud or too stupid to offer it. I'm not calling you stupid. Pay attention to what I'm saying. I already heard the person think, oh, I can't believe you called me stupid. Are you that prideful that I called you stupid? Okay then. So here's the thing. Hashtag we got this means that we are willing to do what it takes legally. Trust me, I've already thought about going to the drug cartels. Really, it's that serious. I want it over with. I want it gone. I want to build the homeless, transitional housing, education, blah, blah, blah building we've been talking about for 2 years. And didn't even realize we were talking about it for 2 years until our friend Jacob got in trouble and we realized we need an organization. And we started one. See, that's what I mean. We got this means that when something needs doing, and you don't want to do all the daily grind work, and that's what it really is. It's the daily grind work. You find someone to do the daily grind work that you can support. It may not be our organization. I absolutely accept that. But I can tell you right now, most of the old school nonprofits, they're not it either because they're still doing the same thing they did when they started, which is a good thing. The fact that they're still doing the same thing they did when they started and can still do it because we got some profit businesses that didn't even make 21st century. I got stores back home. Laska Drug used to be the place to go. I thought Mr. Laska was one, immortal, and two of the greatest pharmacists ever. Figured his son would kick in, his daughter would kick in, whatever, and it would just be Laska, Laska, Laska forever. No, Laska is now the School of Arts. St. Paul, Minnesota, look it up. It's around the corner of Western and Summit. Used to be the biggest drugstore in the area next to Desnick's, which was another, oh, they'll be there forever. Country Club was a grocery store. Yeah, it's gone. Yep. Cub Foods, they won't be there forever. None of them will be. None of the way profit is made lasts forever, but you got stuff like United Way and Red Cross, which have been at this forever and a day, and I'm not knocking them because they're still doing their job. They come to the rescue. They get programs done. The thing is they haven't adapted to the times. You say nobody wants a handout? You are right. They want a hand up. Very desperately, actually. They really do. They want a hand up so that they can go on with their lives. They took the time to find jobs. They took the time to keep their kids with their parents, with their cousins, with... Ooh. In fact, for those who sacrifice their children to the foster system with the promise of, hey, as soon as you do this, your family will be back together. Okay, let's help those people get that done because I tell you now, as a person who's been through the system, take this class, see this doctor, blah, blah, it can go wrong. And it shouldn't. And the family shouldn't have to suffer because no one would step up. Now, if you think I was ranting, I haven't even gotten started yet. My name is Jeff Blanks. I am the chairman of Together and Home at Last Incorporated, and our mission is to end family homelessness in the United States as much as possible because some people are going to choose, I like being off the grid. Leave them alone. We're going to use every penny you donate toward programs. There are no salaries on our board of directors. Our first paying position is executive director. That's because we're going to have 50 state directors. Well, technically 49. Because the executive director handles home, which is Minnesota, where we're from. And the other 49 report to the executive director about their state. See, this is a beautiful system. And everybody gets a job and everybody gets a home because it's a good, safe way to make the world stop and keep going. You don't have to have homeless in your area. You do not. It's kind of, well, a messed up choice that everyone's making because it's inconvenient. Talk to some of these homeless people and families about how did they get there. Well, didn't you used to live over on so-and-so? Yeah, I did. And you had a little girl? Yep, I do. Find out how that happened. And I bet you when you find out and stare into the eyes of these people, see into the depths of their soul and see the hurt and see the crush, and realize they didn't choose to do this. It happened. Repeatedly. It's a system and chronic homelessness. How's that possible in this country? He has a job. If he has a job, everything else falls into place. Guess what? That's not true. Landlord banks, disasters, blah, blah, blah. Light flooding, pipe bursting. Yep. Now, odds are I lost you a while ago, but for those of you who made it all the way to this far, hashtag we got this. Put it everywhere. Put your meaning to we got this. And forget about all those people that you didn't want in your business in the first place. Okay? Thanks, guys.